My name is Andreea Raducan, and I am very happy to be here in Beverly Hills for the 5th edition of the Female Empowerment Summit. I am very grateful to be next to other remarkable women from different industries and share our stories. I was born in Barlad, and I started gymnastics when I was 4 years old. So in 1987, when I started gymnastics, the access to the information was very limited. I didn't know too much about gymnastics. My dad would read to me about gymnastics from a book written by a Romanian journalist, 𝐒𝐞𝐥𝐟, about 𝐻𝐨𝐬𝐢𝐞𝐥𝐻 and I didn't know what exactly meant to be a gymnast, but my dad encouraged me to start this beautiful sport in order to consume my energy. And yeah, believe me, I had a lot. I remember that I was so happy when we could play in the foam pit after our training. I really enjoyed to play in the gym almost every day with little girls the same age. And yeah, I just started, just playing. And this joyful activity quickly became a serious matter, as my coaches explained to my parents that I was very talented, so that I should start a professional career as a gymnast. My mom was not very happy at the beginning because she believed that it's too hard and it's better, to focus on my school and that's all. But my dad really supported me on this way, doing gymnastics. And when I was 12, I represented Romania at international junior competitions, and I started realizing that my dream of someday becoming an Olympic and world champion was within reach. And I would say that the biggest dream for every athlete is to compete at the Olympic Games, to represent their country on the world's greatest stage. I was so grateful to be part of the Romanian team in Sydney 2000 Olympics when we won the gold medal, because Romania has been waiting for this medal more than 16 years, since the Olympic Games in 1984. The all-around final gave us such an incredible moment, because all the Romanians who competed in that final were on the podium. I won the gold medal, Simona Amânar won the silver medal, and Maria Olaru took the bronze medal. So it was such an incredible moment for all of us, and we made history for the second time after 𝐂𝐨𝐻𝐸𝐻 took her first perfect 10, and now with 3 Romanians on the podium in an all-around final was something magic for all the Romanians. I relive those moments very vividly, when my coach, Octavian Belu, took me on his shoulders, and it was such a wonderful feeling. I remember very well, and everybody was, standing up, and the audience really impressed for the Romanian performance there. So yeah, we really enjoyed this moment at the time, and now we had to focus for the next days of competition, because next day I won another silver medal in the vault final. After that, yeah, that's, all these magic moments turn into nightmare, actually, because the International Olympic Committee and the World Anti-Doping Agency wanted to show the world that they had zero tolerance for athletes who tried to compete unfairly. And I believe they took the wrong case with me. I mean, you cannot put an athlete who took a pill of cold medicine in the same category with those athletes who deliberately use substances to enhance their performance. It was a very, very complicated moment for me. I was only 16 years old, and I learned how difficult it can be to prove your innocence. Everybody tried to encourage me, to stay next to me, but honestly, I couldn't understand what happened in that moment. How can I lose my medal just because I asked my doctor for a pill because I had a headache? In Australia at that time was pretty cold outside. We live from Romania in August. We're about 30 degrees Celsius, and we went to Australia in Sydney, where maybe about 14 degrees. So it was very difficult to understand what had happened. It was not only about that medal that they took from me, but it was about my hard work, about my dream, about the sacrifices I put in, and was very, very difficult to manage the situation at that time, and also for our delegation, because they didn't understand as well what was happened. I mean, when you do something wrong, you are expecting like someday somebody to ask you, hey, you took something, you did something wrong. It was not the case now. And I had to understand that sometimes we must embrace challenges with courage and to learn that they help us to discover how strong we truly are. It was not easy at all. Now I'm talking, maybe after so many years, about 25 years from Sydney 2000 Olympics, and I can, express these feelings. But at that moment, I was, just trying to find an answer, and I couldn't. Nobody actually could help me at the moment, but I discovered how, all these experiences, and it was a very tough moment for me, but also I have learned about solidarity and unconditional love. I received incredible support from people all over the world. They didn't know about me anything before that competition, about what happened there, but they were close to me, supporting me, believing in me. So that helped me a lot to overcome this difficult situation. And honestly, it takes a lot of wisdom to turn past challenges into valuable lessons. And I'm grateful that I've done just that. Sports have taught me many lessons, one of them very tough, but the most important one was resilience. And as Pierre de Coubertin said, if you have won, keep going. If you have lost, keep going. So I got back home and put myself together, started again the trainings, and 1 year later, as I stood on the top of the podium at the 2001 World Championships in Ghent, Belgium, where I won 3 gold medals and 2 bronze, I believe that was the most beautiful way to say thank you to everyone who believed in me and supported me in that difficult moment. So maybe at that moment in Sydney, I couldn't appreciate all this, support, unconditional love, because I was just stuck in my mind trying to find an answer for everything what happened there. And in Ghent, some of them believe that was like a revenge, after what happened in Sydney. I won these medals in the team final, beam final, on floor exercise, and I really enjoyed that competition. And as I looked back on my career, many emotions rushed through my mind, moments of joy surrounded by countless hours of hard work, and injuries followed by long recoveries. My family, my coaches, my teammates, my fans, all leading up to that final moment of bliss. In the background, the Romanian national anthem played in my honor for the last time. I could not help but be filled with gratitude to the sport that made me into the person I am today. To compete at a high level, it comes with a great cost. Maybe not every morning when I woke up, I was happy to go to the training, but I understand that you cannot learn a 𝐒𝐞𝐥𝐟 skill, let's say. Just talking about that, just drawing on the paper, you have to practice, and you have to practice every day, hundreds of times. So, and to focus on what you have to do. When I went to Deva, I felt like a big pressure, honestly, because lots of champions were trained there. Daniela Silivash, Lavinia Milošević, Gina Gojan. So I was a little bit moved by all these performances, and I asked myself, okay, what I need to become a champion as they did in their career. When I arrived to Deva, I was happy, but at the same time, I felt the duty of maintaining this tradition of Romanian gymnastics. In December 2002, I quit my career as a gymnast, and it was not a very easy moment. I asked myself the same question many professional athletes probably do at this point. What now? How on earth will I use all the 𝐒𝐞𝐥𝐟s I had learned? But I found the answer in the sport I had loved for so many years, gymnastics. This time, not as a gymnast, but as a promoter, a mentor, supporter for the next generation of gymnasts. And as a TV anchor, I promoted gymnastics and other sports to a national audience. And later, as a president of the Romanian Olympic Foundation, I made sure that many children received athletic scholarship to follow their dream. And because I love gymnastics, since 2011, together with a team of very dedicated people and sponsors, we have organized the Andreea Raducan Gymnastics Cup in my hometown Barlad, because I truly believe that our greatest legacy is not what we achieve for ourselves, but what we do for others. And with this story that I had to go through, it's my story, and I used to talk with teenagers and people from different companies, and they asked me about, hey, you are talking so nice about your story, and it's such an inspiration. Why you are not thinking about writing a book? So in 2013, I published an autobiography, The Other Side of the Medal, where I tried to help people understand my journey and the price of success from my point of view. And as the title of the book suggests, I have come to learn that sport, it's about more than just winning a medal. Actually, it's about discovering oneself, learning perpetually, forging a character, equally respecting the teammates and the adversary. It's about enjoying a life and leaving your mark. Looking back on my career, I am very grateful for everything I've achieved as an athlete. And in 2018, I had the honor of being in the US for a very special event when I was inducted into the International Gymnastics Hall of Fame. This recognition affirmed the legacy I have built through my performances and leaving a lasting impact on future generation of gymnasts and beyond.